Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to Knitting in the Wild podcast, your new favorite podcast. I'm Sarah of Knitting in the Wild. That right there is Dan. He's fishing. We're out at a new park today, which I'll tell you all about. But right now, let's do some introductions. Well, if you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, hello. Welcome to Knitting in the Wild podcast vlog, episode 4, I think this is. I am Sarah, the face and voice behind Knitting in the Wild. And if you're looking for me on the socials, you can find me at Knitting in the Wild on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I have my own website, knittinginthewild.com, and I'm also on Ravelry, Knitting in the Wild, but the E in the, well, look at it here. See how the E is a 3? Yeah, okay. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff around me on the ground. I'm using one of my favorite things here. You remember, if you've seen it before, my notebook to keep track. But I'm going to go over some things today. So one of the things I have to get used to is people, because I'm doing this out in the wild, out in the places where people are. And somebody just walked by and I got embarrassed. I don't know why. I got embarrassed. People do this stuff all the time. Okay, what I was saying though is that here I am at a new state park. Let's talk about this state park. This is Hayes Lake State Park. It is technically in Roseau, Minnesota, way up north. It is a lovely park. It officially became a state park in 1967. This lake that you see behind me is man-made. They put a dam on the Roseau River and created this beautiful lake. You can go fishing on it. It is an electric motor only lake. So mostly you're going to see people who are paddling, doing some kayaking, doing some canoeing. The animals you can see in and around the lake are loons. They say moose. I haven't seen one. Black bear, otters, timber wolves, swans. We saw some of those this morning. But more common, you're going to see deer, raccoon, and the occasional chipmunk. The campsite is great. It's got 35 sites, 18 of which are electric. There are 2 camper cabins and 2 backpack sites. The only downfall to this campground at all is that when you come in September, the black flies are insane. Oh my God, they make me insane. I don't even want to talk about it. They're crazy making, but worth it, because hello, look at where I am. Okay, let's get into some knitting now. Hayes Lake, pin it. I've been told in a few comments that people are pinning the parks that I've been talking about, and that is a great idea. You should do that. Yeah, do that. Okay, we have to talk about what I'm wearing because I've got to get out of it. It is September, but it is 70 degrees way up here in the North Woods, 75 maybe. And although I brought this sweater that is one of my favorite sweaters of all time, I am sweating bullets right now. But I wanted to bring it so that I could show it. So this is my favorite sweater. I think that they put that, okay, that was me backing up. That was me doing a little rewind. This is the Missoni Accomplished by Scots. That's going to go in the blooper reel. The Missoni Accomplished by Espace Trico. Missoni Accomplished by Espace. It's like I never took French. Espace Trico? Yeah, we're going to go with that. The yarn is, I don't know what the gray is. I think it was Cascade 220 Sport. But the red is a Briar Rose Sport Weight that somebody gave to me. I made this quite a few years ago, and it is worn, like coming apart worn, but I don't care. I think in the little blurb about what kind of a pattern is, they call it like a sweater, and that is exactly what it is. I throw it on over everything when it's chilly. It is not chilly right now, so I got to tell you, I'm going to hit the pause button. I'm going to take it off, and actually I'm going to go stand right there so you can see it in its full effect because it's too cute for words. So watch this. Okay, now I'm going to pause and take this off. Okay, I am back. I'm back. Got a t-shirt on. Feeling a little less sweaty. Ooh, we got a breeze now. That's nice. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to move right into some finished objects. Are we ready for that? Oh, I finally have some good finished objects. You may recognize some of them. The Gale. Oh, can you even see? Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Gales of November hat by Jamie Rex, made out of Rasta Malabrigo. I would put it on, but I gotta tell you, these bulky hats do not look good on me. I make them to sell them. Hats that are this bulky, I think you gotta have more hair. Maybe not. Maybe I just don't like the way I look in them. I love knitting them because Rasta and Jamie's patterns are also great. I've test knit a couple, and then I get the little tag to put on it. I get that from Angie and Britt, but love this. And I love the blue. I'll probably make 100 of these. Probably not in time for this year's market season because I'm sure it's almost here and I don't have that many, but you should make one. You should make 10. What else do I have? Oh, yeah. I blocked it. All about that brioche. By Lisa Haynes. Oh, look at that. I tell you what, this is easy to knit, clear instructions, and a great intro to brioche. I would knit this again. Yeah, I would knit this again. I will say, if I'm being picky, I wish it was a little bit longer because I really like to wrap these around my neck multiple times. And this one, I think it really only goes kind of a one around. I'm going to put it on now. It might get in the way here, so of my little fancy microphone. Oh, bees. How do you like it? Personally, I love it. Like I said, I wish it was just a little longer. I happen to like a couple wraps. But I mean, I certainly could have gone farther on the black, just kept going longer, and that would have made this end just longer. So, yeah, I like it. I love it. I like the colors I chose. Yeah. Definitely a good intro to brioche if it's something that you're interested in and you've never done it before and you're nervous about doing a whole big giant project of brioche. Try this pattern, all about that brioche. Okay, those are the only two finished objects I have, and that's okay because now we're going to talk about some whips, some works in progress. And the first one I have is a Simple Simon fingering weight sock. It is my own pattern. Did you know I wrote patterns? I do. I have a few patterns on Ravelry or on my website. This one is a sock pattern that I designed for a class. It is the pattern teaches you on double points, on two circulars, or the magic loop. It's all in the pattern, but it's called Simple Simon because it doesn't have any fancy, it's just stockinette. It's just to teach you the basics of the sock. But the yarn that I'm using, I don't know if you can, is a yarn that I dyed special for Yarn Over. What else do I have? Oh, the Gramps Slipover, which I am making some serious progress on. I'm very happy about that. I tried it on earlier today. I'll put a little right there. And I got a little nervous that it felt really oversized, like more oversized than I was thinking I wanted. So then I got to worrying. Do I rip back? Do I start over? Do I make a smaller size? But I want it kind of, you know, it's an oversized look. Which then got me thinking, like, do I do a whole episode on ripping back? I used to be the type of knitter. What type of knitter are you? I used to be the type of knitter that if I made a mistake, I just kept going. I just kept going. I thought, you know what? No one's going to notice it. I'm barely going to notice it. I don't really care. And then the better I got at knitting, the more I wanted to fix my mistakes. So I would, like if I noticed a mistake while I was knitting, I would fix it. I still do. Sometimes I'll get far into a project and realize something's not right about it. Either it's too big or too small or not what I was expecting, or I don't like the fabric of the yarn. And then I have to decide, do I just start over? Do you do that? Do you start over? Or do you just throw it in a box? Here comes Dan. Wave, Dan. Say hello. Or do you just throw it in a box and pray for the best and hope that someday it magically is what you want it to be? So I think that's going to be a topic of conversation in one of my future episodes, because I can't decide. And I think that this one deserves for me to finish it as is and see how I feel about it in the oversizedness that it is. Because I know it's supposed to be oversized. I just don't know if it's supposed to be as oversized as I have made it. We'll see. But I have done the back portion and the front portion, and I have put them together. I am now knitting in the round at the bottom. I'm about to start the color down at the bottom. So I'm really looking forward to getting, oh, I'm getting eaten by flies. I'm really looking forward to getting those colors going. It's the cinnamon color. But once I try, when I tried this on, I loved how it looked, like just how the fabric of it looked on me. So I'm very much looking forward to getting this done and wearing it, whether it be getting it done and deciding it's a little too big and redoing it, or getting it done and just wearing it all over town. So yeah. So those are my 2 works in progresses for right now. I also did bring a couple of my favorite things. One of them is new, and I'm going to admit to you right now that I am an affiliate for this item. I saw it somewhere and then I bought it and I liked it so much, and I saw they had an affiliate program that I just signed up immediately. It's an Australian company called Strucket. You may have heard of it. It is, this was invented by a mom of 3, Kelly Leverly. It comes in multiple sizes for many different uses, but we will be using it for yarn dyeing and for soaking our yarn projects. Why is it a Strucket, you ask? Because it's a bucket with a strainer inside. It's going to be hard for me to show it to you full on, but I will have a video of it on my Instagram, because I just used it for dyeing yarn the other day. It was so great. So yeah, the strainer fits right into the bucket. You fill it up. I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about it as a person who's using it for fiber, but you could use it for dishes. You could use it for, I mean, if you're a mom of tiny ones, you can use it for their baby clothes. I don't know. You could put all your fruits and vegetables in here with all your fruit and vegetable wash and then strain it. Anyways, you do you. But me, I'm using it for fiber. So I put my fiber in here, or in the case of the All About That Brioche, I put that in. I put my wool wash in here in the water. Then I put that in there and I let it soak for a little while. And then you just lift the strainer and it hooks on the edge of the bucket. What? And now you've got the strainer. Do you see that? So it's up out of the water, and now all the water is straining out back into the bucket. And once that's done, it has this nifty little spout that you pull out and it drains the water. I don't know where some people are so ingenious. And you think, I wish I would have can't come up with this. Now, it is an Australian company, but they do ship, I think they must have a US, because when you go on, they're like, oh, hey, I see that you're shopping from the United States. Would you like to go to our United States? Yes, I would. Thank you. Anyways, so I bought one. I'm going to put the link below. If you think it's something that you might want to purchase and you want to use my link, know that I am an affiliate now. Just being honest, but I love this thing. I love this thing. So that is one of my new favorite things. What else? Oh, the book I just finished reading. I think I'm getting stung by some sort of bug right in between my cleavage. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. But this is what happens when you're in the woods. There's bugs, stinging things. Don't let it stop you from going outside, though. Okay, the book I just finished reading, The God of the Woods, a novel by Liz Moore. What to say about this? I don't know. I liked it. I felt like there might have been one too many storylines going on. I maybe didn't need the storyline about, I understand why the storyline, excuse me, about the lady cop, but I don't know that it was all that pertinent. It's about a family who owns a youth camp and this big home. They're a wealthy, well-to-do family. Their daughter goes missing from the camp, and then they go back in time to when their son goes missing. So now they have two children that have gone missing, and what they do to try and figure out what the heck is going on over there at the kids' camp. It's a story of inheritance and second chances, the tensions between a family and a community, and a history that will not let any of them go. I hate to say I didn't love it, but I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I'm not really sure why it was called The God of the Woods, except for there was woods in it. I don't really know. But I read the whole thing, so there's that. It's a rare occasion that I'll not read the entire book, but even when I don't love it. But I know some people have read this and have thought it was fantastic. So, and it is a New York Times bestseller. The writing was done well. I'm just going to stop now because I feel like I'm being mean to the author. And listen, I'm not a writer. What do I know? I read it. I liked it enough. Enough said. Now I think I'm just going to sit back and enjoy sitting by the lake. I do have some fun news for you. I keep having to take my glasses off though because I keep getting a bug in there. I do have some fun news for you though about next weekend, which will be next episode. We will be at another state park, which will be close to a yarn shop that carries my stitch markers. And so I plan on doing a little yarn shop tour, right? I'm not going to tell you which yarn shop it is. That'll be the surprise. But I hope you come back next episode and then you'll know. Anyways, thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out with me by the lake. And yeah, I hope I see you next time. Go check out Hayes Lake State Park, and any of the items that I talked about in today's episode can be found below. If you like this podcast, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button, do all the things, right? And I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.